Very good evening and welcome from Snake Rehab Foundation. I'm Harshali Kharche. I'm the director and the founder of the Snake Rehab Foundation. Good to see you all. We are in our financial series and financial planning and estate planning series of webinars. So I'll just briefly I'll go through the SNCC is Special Needs Integration Center. Rehab is rehabilitation, empowerment, health, advocacy, and belief. Here we are here to empower parents of children with special needs by ensuring their peace of mind, satisfaction, and positivity with respect to their child's overall development. We are here actually to sensitize and educate the society about the various aspects. In this, financial and estate planning plays a very important role. We have done, for this June, we have gone through the two topics, but in series we have already done for 5 to 6 webinars. So today we are on the third topic, like writing a letter of intent. So for that, we have with us Mr. Jitendra Solanki sir. He is a founder of Plan Special Needs, SEBI Registered Investment Advisor, CFP and CTEF, and founder and director at Special Need Estate Planner Private Limited. So I welcome Mr. Jitendra Solanki sir for this topic, and I'll hand over to you.
Thank you. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Right. So, so today is a very important topic, and that's a letter of intent. Now, for most special children families, this is one of the important document, to provide information to the next caregivers, legal guardian, or the trustees. So we'll discuss about certain concerns. What is a letter of intent, features, and items to include, details to cover in a letter of intent, and we will also show you what exactly, how does it look like. So think about 48-hour care, of your child when you are, how who is going to take care of your child if you have to go outside and probably leaving your child to maybe a neighbor. Then what are the concerns around, as a parent, that the daily routines, the communication, the likes and dislikes, about the child, daily requirements, any emergency. So all these are concerns which go around, with a parent having a special need child to care. And we always have in our mind thinking about that 48-hour care, if somebody has to do for a child. So what now when you are looking at those aspect, when you are thinking about it, so let's go through some questions and see how exactly we will deal with it. So what would you share with other family member if they needed to care for your child for few days? Now generally in these kind of situations you can have a verbal interaction with your family member, and you always tell them, okay, this needs to be done, this is how the child has to be cared for, this is not what you should be doing. So when it is for a very very short stay of your child with any other family member, you can always deal in verbal interaction. So what so if you have to leave your child, as I said, for 48 hours to a neighbor, what verbal instruction will you give to them? What instruction will you give to them? And largely it will involve about the daily living, things not to do, and about your child likes, dislikes. So you can deal in verbal interactions when you are leaving a 48-hour care. What would you tell them to be aware of your child, aware of your child requirement, and his likes, his dislikes? So what your do happening, in certain situations. So as a parent, you can always tell your family member that this is how the child should be cared, and where they can contact in case of any need for child care. So when you are looking at only for 48-hour care, so what you are thinking about is that, what would you share, what would you tell them, that about awareness of your child requirement, about things to be done, things not to be done, and some emergency contact number in case they need for the child care. But extend this to probably the lifelong. And when it is a lifelong care, and when you have to answer all these questions, the verbal instruction won't help because you can't tell somebody or other family members verbally that this is how your child should be cared, this is what is not going to work with your child, and this is how it is going to be for your child lifelong care. You can think about this in a 48 hours case, but you cannot think about when you are looking somebody to be in your shoes, managing your child care for lifelong. You need some kind of a written reference which you can hand over to them, telling them about your child life, telling them about your child likes, dislike, telling them about your child daily living, telling them about your family, telling them about your vision, your wish for your child, telling them about what has worked in the past, how you have handled situations for your child, giving them certain instructions, this is how the child should be cared for. And that's the document you write, a letter of intent, a letter of wishes, a letter of instruction, whatever you name it, but generally it is well known a document as a letter of intent. And a letter of intent is a very, very, I would say, the most important document that a parent of a special needs child should be writing, because this becomes a reference guide for the future caregivers or the future trustees or any other member or any other person who is going to involve in your child care. So what is a letter of intent? It is a document that is created to pass vital information about a person with a disability to future caregivers. So you are giving them a document which is going to have an information about your child, your special need dependent, and you will be giving a reference information resource to the future caregivers about your child, through which they will know much more than what they know today. And I always ask this question to parents: think of a situation when you haven't discussed with your legal guardian, or probably you have just giving them a verbal information. But think about a situation where you are not there tomorrow, and suddenly your legal guardian has to take a responsibility, and they suddenly see a tall man with a person with a disability whom they have to care for, and they are not knowing anything about what needs to be done. And those are the situations where this document is really, really helpful. So what are the features of a letter of intent? It's not a legal document. It's not a document which is designed or created by lawyers. It's not a legal document. A letter of wishes or a letter of instruction, letter of intent is your own personal document which you write. It covers details which only parents may know. It only covers details which only parents would know about their child daily living, about their child likes, dislike, about your child affairs. It's only the parents who would have this information. Should be written with mutual discussion of family. So you're all, when you are writing a letter of intent, both parents have to come together and should be writing their wishes, should have because at certain point of time, one parent might have all the information, other parent might have only few information. But when you are writing a letter of intent, you are writing all the information, be it personal, be it financial, or be it legal. And that's where the difference comes in, that one parent might have a personal information of your child, and the second parent would have information on financial and legal aspect. So when you are writing a letter of intent, you should be writing with mutual discussion, and it's a guiding resource for caregivers, guardian, and even the trustees of your trust who's going to manage the financial affairs. 10 items you should include when you are writing a letter of intent: details of biographical, personal information, and unique personality traits. So details of biographical, so about your child, the family members, the personal information about your child, personal care, diet, habits, and daily routines. So so how the care, what is the daily living of your child, what is his food habits, what is his diet, what are the daily routines he is following. Family details and information, so details about the family, parents, grandparents, siblings, all their information and their information, the city, the country you belong to. So you can write all information about your family, the medical care history and professional. uh, so medical care about your child, a brief about the history, what has happened in the past, uh, what medicines you have taken, what therapies you have taken for your child, what has worked for the child as far as medical information is concerned, what has worked, what will not work for the child even in the future. So you are writing about history and you are giving about information for the child medical care and professional, the details of doctors who are involved uh, in the medical care of the child. Education, schooling, social and recreational details. So about the education, uh, where it has happened, which school, about the schooling, uh, about in the future. So depending on when you are writing a letter of intent, if the child is already an adult, maybe on details on vocational courses. If the child is still a minor, so details on his schooling, what is going to be there in the future, how it should be handled, the social and recreational detail, the social details, the socializing of your child, uh, parents and child's financial information. So you give a bit of financial information, and I'm not saying in a letter of intent you give all the complete financial information. You can also give where is that financial information about your child. But in a letter of intent, you can have a brief financial information, the details of certain assets and what you are going to leave behind for the child. So you can give that financial information, list of financial advisors. So who are the advisors who are handling your financials? Estate and legal documents, so your will, trust, or any other legal document you have created, where it is lying, who should be contacted if these has to be accessed. Current and future governmental benefits, so you can write what current government benefits are being availed for the child, in the future what can be availed, and final arrangements of child. Now if you look at these 10 items, in fact you are writing a detail about the life of the child, the history, the present, and the future. And you are writing, when you are writing this, you are also writing your own vision, your own wishes, which comes in the form of kind of an instruction that this is how you would like to be, your child should be cared for. So, and that's why, the letter of intent becomes such an important document that any future caregiver, the guardian, the trustees, if they read this document, they will get such an important information, which, and these information only the parents have an access to. No other family member will have such a detailed information. And just imagine that if this detailed information is accessed by guardian or the trustees or other people who are involved in the child care, how much they would be aware about your child. So details to cover family history, where and you were, when you were born, raised, married, siblings, description of your childbirth, his connection to specific family member or friends who complement your account of favorite memories and feeling about your child. General overview, a brief summary of your child life to date and your general thoughts and hopes about future. Daily schedule. So this is very important. What is the daily schedule of your child? daily routine, favorite activities, the event or task he loves and he hates to. The food your child diet, including his favorite food, specific manner in which food should be prepared or served, and the letter should also include a list of foods to which your child is allergic. So you can write all the information details of uh, uh, even the food where for which your child might be allergic to. Just give me a. Okay, and the medical care, the describe in detail your child disability, medical history, allergies, who are the current doctors, therapists, and hospitals, frequency of your child medical and therapy appointments, and the purpose and goals of these sessions, current medication, as I said, what has worked, what hasn't worked, education, your child educational experience, your child desire for the future education, your wishes regarding the type of educational emphasis. So based on your experience, based on what what should the future guardian should be emphasizing on, whether it's vocational, academic, or communication, benefits received, government benefits, uh, uh, assistance, or any kind of benefits which the with the child has received and maybe going to receive in the future. Environment, your child religion, local place of worship where your family attends, and a place where a child would be familiar with. Sometimes child would like a religious place to visit. So what is this place? A certain place, a certain temple or any religious place where the child likes to visit. So that needs to be incorporated. Behavior management, your child current behavior management program that is having a positive impact of your on your child. And you can discuss other programs also, those which were unsuccessful in the past. Now why this is given? Because so that guardian or the future caregivers do not repeat a mistake of taking the child through the same program. And final arrangement, what do you desire, how it should be planned. So if you look at, and any other information you can give in the letter of intent, so you can modify it and you can have all information which you want to give to the future caregivers. Employment details can be given. The residential environment, describe your child residential living arrangement with currently, what living arrangement you have planned, and what really living arrangement you would prefer for your child to be, where he might be comfortable, where he is not comfortable. So all that can be included in the letter of intent. And a social environment, the sports, dance, movies, activities which your child like, so that can be included. So if you see this information, and why I am saying this is a guiding resource, because this is carrying so much information about your child that anybody who read this document would get to know so much about your child. And especially for the future, the caregivers or the guardian you would appoint, when they access this document, when they read it, they would be so much aware. They would be knowing that how your child have to be cared for, how you wanted it, and what is it that they need to should remember, and what is it that is important for your child. So they would have this information, and this information only parents can write, and that's why this letter of intent becomes such an important document. So what you should do, once you prepare it, sign and date the letter of intent, review this document annually and update where necessary. Share the document with future caregiver, guardian, trustees, and place it along your legal documents. It can have also a mention in your legal documents like a will or your trust. Okay, let me show you a sample how exactly it is. So this is a sample of a letter of intent. So prepared by date, relationship to individual with special needs, and you can write your own text, information about your child, general information, numbers. You can include, numbers related to, your child. I mean, this is the complete information about your child: is birth, sibling, marital status, other relationship, guardians, whether the guardians have been appointed trustees, power of attorney. This is only one format. If you Google it, you will find so many format of letter of intent: final arrangement, medical history and care, diagnosis, seizures, functioning, vision, your vision, hearing, speech, mobility, blood, regular physician, previous physician, dentist, nursing needs, mental health. I'm just going through it because if I read it, it will take such a long time. Therapy, diagnostic testing, genetic testing, immunization. So this is the medical information. Then information about father, mother, or any other family members. What works well for child, housing, present, past, future, who is comfortable, adaptation, favorites, community, daily living skills. So you can write on daily living, personal finances, assistance with personal banking, education, daily program or work, leisure and recreation, religion, rights and values, and other finance, benefits, service for. So you can write in detail: cash income, service and benefits, gaps, changes. I'm not saying you should write so much of in a detailed letter of intent, but you can still make it a comprehensive enough to know what is there for your child. Financial information, any other legal documents, you do not write it here in the letter of intent, but mention where it is located. If somebody wants an access to that, whom they should be contacting. So that is the information you will get. And father and mother both signing at the letter of intent. So this is how you write it, and you write it even in your own words. You don't need to even look at the format. You can just have it in your own words, and you can still complete your letter of intent. So that's how you write a letter of intent. And for all benefits, all families, so we created an e-course for writing your letter of intent in just 10 days. Now this e-course has 3 modules. The first, the second, so we divided the complete letter of intent in 3 modules, and through 4 videos we have question by question that what do you need to write in a letter of intent. You get a template at the first email, and in the next email, through emails and through where you get access to videos, you get to know what you have to write question by question, heading by heading. And this e-course is available on our website. You can join it. You don't require anybody to access it. You don't require anybody to explain you. You just join the e-course. Through the videos you get a template, and through the videos you can write your letter of intent in just 10 days. So that's on letter of intent. It's a very, very important document to write, but and it is a guiding resource for all the future caregivers, trustees, or any person who would be involved in your child care. So what I have shown you, what to write in a letter of intent. You can't have a detail, more than this. But yes, you have a lot of formats available. You can pick any format for your letter of intent. You can just start writing it down, or you can join our e-course and have a ready template for you. We have not created a template. We have just minimized it. We have created a template in a manner so that you don't have to write so much input, but still a letter of intent can give all the information which any caregiver, guardian, or trustees would require to know more about your child, and to know that how what is your wishes, how you wanted them to be cared for, and most importantly giving that information which you as a parent know and which they should also be knowing, because they would be caring in the same manner in which you as a parent would have cared for your life.
यस सर, पूरा बायोग्राफी और बायो वो सब कुछ लिख डालना है, मतलब दैट्स व्हाट आई अंडरस्टूड, अपना अपने बच्चों का एंड एवरीथिंग. इट्स अ लॉट. आई मीन एक कुछ पूरी पढ़ाई करनी पड़ेगी उसको कि क्या लिखना है इसमें.
नहीं,
ओके,
ये
पेरेंट,
जो टेम्पलेट जो सैंपल मैंने दिखाया, दैट इज मोर डिस्क्रिप्टिव टेम्पलेट, बट द टेम्पलेट विच वी हैव क्रिएटेड, सो वी हैव क्रिएटेड कॉलम्स, टेबल टू मेक इट मोर सिंप्लीफाई फॉर यू. Okay, so medical information you just need to give in a tabular format so that it becomes easier for you to write also and for somebody else to know. Yes, certain information are descriptive would be, especially your wishes. You want to write your wish, you want to give information, about your feelings about your child, so that can be written. But more or less the template we have provided in our e-course is more of a detailed one, but still in a tabular format it works much more.
yes sir. In chat box, some DJ is asking that she want to enroll. So
Okay,
for
okay, if somebody wants to enroll,
yeah.
okay, so this is a link. I'm sharing the link. You can go to the link directly and you can enroll for the course. Okay, so it's a paid e-course, but it runs for 10 days, so you get an access for 4 emails you get, and the template you get for the letter of intent, and you can start writing it.
This is wonderful, sir. I mean, we have to do, and you have ready template for us and all the material ready also. I mean,
Yes.
Parents, you should take advantage of all these facilities available from Solanki sir. And any other question you can raise, or you can unmute and ask your questions. Any questions? No questions? I think everybody is started thinking कि अब मैं क्या क्या लिखूं उसमें letter of intent. Okay, I've got just one question in person. In personal, this thing I've got one question is the basic, but why you need to write the letter of intent and where we should keep it or where we can give it.
Okay.
I mean, I think that join.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the beginning I asked this question, that you as a parent, so much about your child. Think of a situation where you are not there. Now another guardian would be caring for your child, who would be there in your shoes. What information you can give to them so that they know about your child, because you as a parent, you have cared for your child for 25-30 years, right from the birth of the child to when the child is 25-30 years of age, till you were there. But after that, when the guardian takes over, he is not aware of of your child requirements. They won't be, because they in their family won't be having a special need child, but they still have, being appointed as a guardian for your child. Now you can't give them verbal instruction, because he is a guardian for the remaining life of your child. You can't give them verbal instruction that okay, do this, this is what child likes. They won't remember it at all. So this letter of intent becomes a document which you can just hand over to them and say, okay, I have written everything about my child into this. Kindly read this, get to know more about the child, and whenever you start, caring for my child, then you can go through this document and understand what is his requirement. Okay, this document, as I said, it's a guiding resource for the future guardian caregivers. See, understand, any future guardian or even trustees of your trust won't have so much information about your child. Now they have to make a decision for long-term benefit of your child. They also need to understand about your child requirements. Otherwise it's difficult for any guardian to take care of your child. Suppose suddenly any emergency comes up, he don't know anything about what needs to be done in those emergencies. You can only tell them this is what you should do, and for that you need to give them some written document.
Yes, I hope it answers her question. Any other questions? I mean, this is basically for older child, or whenever you want to keep your child in facility. But what about younger? I mean, do we keep it as a handy resources? What do you suggest? So, I mean,
See, when your child is even younger, okay, so there are two stages. It is difficult to write a letter of intent when you are at a very initial years of your child, life, because you are still not knowing about your child life. It's only happened that when the child reaches 13 or 15 years of age, that you get to know about your child requirement. Okay, so one is you start have a letter of intent at that, and before that, probably if you have if you have you would know a bit of information about your child, you can still write a letter of intent and keep it handy. Okay, it is not a one time document. It is to update it regularly, to update information which has changed, to update information which has come, especially in the initial years of life, when suddenly the therapies would have changed, it would change to something else, it would change to vocational courses. So you need to update your letter of intent. So it needs to be updated you know to a letter of for the other guardian to know exactly at what stage. And when you are changing that letter of intent, you are writing your own experience of upbringing your child. You will come to know much more. Okay, and believe me, even if suppose a wife is taking 24/7 care, even if she writes that letter of intent, hand over to the husband at that point of time would be knowing much more than what he know before, because he is on to work. Okay, doesn't know those information, those personal information which wife has. Okay, so there is always a difference even in the awareness of the child between the spouses. And this letter of intent works wonders even in those. And in India, though letter of intent was not there, but if you look at globally, every parents write a letter of intent for, and this is the first document they write. Okay, this is the first document they write in their life, because they do not want that any kind of eventuality happen, they are not there tomorrow, the next guardian is not knowing anything about your child life. And 99% of the cases, the next guardian, unless and until he is not he's a sibling, he won't be knowing so much about your child as you would know. And this is the only document which can tell them about your child life, and then only they will have the same vision for your child. Otherwise they would be like managing just your child affairs, and probably not with that vision, what vision you hold for your child.
true, sir. Very true. I mean, even in same house or in the same family, also they don't know. I mean, what all our kids needs are. Very rightly said.
Even between the spouses also, just check once how
Yes,
much
yes,
husband knows and how much
yes.
spouse knows. One spouse who's taking 24/7 care, she would be knowing about personal affairs, but she won't be knowing about financial and legal affairs. Other spouse won't be knowing about personal affairs, but he would be very well knowing about financial and legal affairs. Somewhere somebody who's going to take care after both of you is going to be an individual person. He has to be aware on both the aspects. So you need to give them that information. And personal information of child, nobody knows, it's only you as a parent knows. Unless and until you pass on to somebody else, then only they would know. Otherwise it will be a very huge challenge for them to understand about your child. Which language is used to
Yes,
write a letter of intent, you
yeah.
can write it in your own language, but largely because there are financial affairs involved, there are other aspects involved. Maybe writing in English or might be a good option, though you can write it in your own language. but that will be accessible only to people who understand that language, okay, not to outside. So generally what happens is trustees may be, outside your family. So for them, then, reading that language might be a difficult option.
Yes, sir. Truly, sir. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, Dr. Ashok Shah said it's a Bible of your child for others. Yes, sir. I
He has
just said कि
completed the
biography
course.
लिखना है हमें
I
पूरा.
can tell you, he has completed that course. He has written that letter of intent, and he knows the importance of it. Okay, he can share his experience
Oh,
if he wants.
okay.
He
Oh,
has
okay,
done that
okay.
course.
Great, sir. Ashok Shah, sir, can you share your experiences about it? I mean, what do you feel? Can you unmute? 1 minute. Yes, you can unmute.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes,
I
sir.
think this letter of intent as such is a very, very vast subject. It starts from the basic things to the complicated things that may require or something. All the thoughts may not come to you at one time. Probably you need to recollect everything from childhood to during the upbringing, whatever the things and this thing. Let me tell you very frankly that Jiten sir has come out with the modules of this letter of intent. There are 3 modules, and he has put the things in such a way that we can finish the entire letter of intent probably in weeks or 10 days time. I took little longer, but we can do it in weeks or 10 days time. So that entire things are covered in a different compartment wise, about his need, about his medical history, about his social history, about his liking, disliking, emergency contacts, financial needs. Probably you can write further where he's going to stay, how he's going to stay, which people he likes, which people he doesn't like, what type of people he likes, which type of people he does not like, which type of atmosphere he doesn't like. All the information, because this information needs to be passed on to the guardian or a trustee who is going to take care of your child, or even if he goes to the some special living hostel or accommodation, so they need this information. So just take a printout and pass on to them, so they know your child almost 80 to 90% the things they will know from this letter of intent. That's what it is. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Dr.
yes. Thank you so much. Okay. That's good experience. And any other questions, or
In fact, I'm rewriting it again.
we'll wrap up for the day? Yeah. Yes, I mean, I'm sure जितना हम लोग सोचते जाए और जितना टाइम जाता जाएगा, ये और ऐड करना है और उसमें कुछ डालना है, ऐसे लगता होगा, राइट?
Yeah.
I mean,
Unfortunately, I'd spent that 1 week on this thing. That computer got trashed, so entire documents has gone away. So I'm rewriting again. This module is still in the email, so I do still have the access to write it again. But now next time I'll save it in my pen drive or somewhere else also.
So we have given a template in the Word format. You can use it. Maybe this is not our immediate agenda, but maybe in the future we might bring some online letter of intent format where it will be in a cloud basis, and at any point of time you can write, you can edit, and you can access it whenever you want to. So that is our vision, but that is maybe 2-3 years down the line. But as of now, we are giving in Word template. You can make it accessible, as per you like. You can cut the content, you can change the content, you can make it format as per your requirement. So you can do whatever. The video section, once it is there on your email, they are available to you, for accessible whenever you want to revisit them. You can revisit them. So we have made it more simpler for for parent to just write a letter of intent today, I am not saying you will write everything, you would be knowing everything, but at least the first copy you will come out with, change it next year. Okay, you can make changes as per your requirement, and you have to just, it's a Word format, complete in Word format. You have to take a printout and make changes whenever you want to make changes. So it's as, simple. So it's just that then this e-course helps you, to complete that at least and have the letter of intent ready.
In chat box, it is necessary to include childhood activities also.
Not necessary, but I'm not saying, you include all, but maybe you can write a paragraph. See, there are ways and means to write. If you do not remember, you do not have so much comprehensive, but still, how his childhood has been. So you can explain it in a paragraph. I have seen parents writing in a paragraph, rather than writing it, maybe tabular format. So you can just give it in a paragraph and don't have a detailed information, but capture the information which is necessary, for the guardian to know. And it's not that your childhood activities is not important for guardian to know. They are very important for them, to be aware of. Something would have happened in the childhood which is going to impact, the later stage of life. So that information has to be passed on, to the guardian.
Yes, somebody is asking, can you please share the template again? Actually, you can go to this link. I am sharing the link that sir shared, and you can find the details about it, right, sir?
Yes, you can find the details. You can just subscribe for the e-course. So, you can pay the charges, subscribe to the e-course, and your letter of intent would start.
Yes, yes. Okay. Any other questions?
One second. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Sure, sir. Parents, any other questions you have, you can ask, or we will wrap up this session for today. I think this was very informative, sir. I mean, no questions are coming. Everybody must be thinking what I'm thinking actually, that what tabular format I have to write in that. So it's a great thing that we know that what all information we need to think. Okay. We will take a leave here. Thank you so much, sir, and thank you so much, parents, for joining. Thank you, Dr. Ashok Shah, for sharing. I also got motivated to write a letter now. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. See you on 25th.
Yes, yes. Next, we have on 25th, parents checklist for appointing a suitable guardian. That is also a very important topic. Yes. I mean, every topic we have got is like, okay, क्या हमको पढ़ाई करनी है अभी आगे जाके, अभी करनी शुरू करनी पड़ेगी, वो आगे हमें काम आएगी. So that's what I'm feeling now, कि अभी से शुरू कर दो तो एक चाइल्ड के एज तक हमारे पास अच्छा खासा एक डॉक्यूमेंट रहेगा, ट्रस्ट रहेगा, लेटर ऑफ इंटेंट, इवन लाइक इन लास्ट का जो 10-point checklist to know how much you are prepared, ये सारी चीजें I think we need to start somewhere so that we have all the information and like booklet for ready for our child. Okay, Pawan, also you want to ask something? You can unmute and ask.
गुड इवनिंग सर. गुड इवनिंग मैम.
गुड इवनिंग.
तो मुझे ये कहना था कि मैम जैसे डॉक्यूमेंट्री में क्या मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकता हूँ?
या कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है सर, हिंदी में बात करो आप.
यस यस बिल्कुल.
तो मुझे कहना था डॉक्यूमेंट्री में जो है तो किस तरह के मतलब कौन से एज ग्रुप कुछ होना चाहिए क्या डॉक्यूमेंट्री के लिए? ऑटिज्म के लिए सेपरेट या सेरेब्रल पाल्सी के लिए सेपरेट, या फिर जैसे और HI के लिए सेपरेट,
नहीं, ऐसा कोई सेपरेट नहीं है। सी, लेटर ऑफ इंटेंट कॉमन होता है। ओके, आप अपने चाइल्ड के बारे में एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं, तो जहाँ डिसेबिलिटी की बात आती है तो आप डिसेबिलिटी को एक्सप्लेन कर देते हैं, अपने चाइल्ड के बारे में लिख रहे हैं, उसकी डिसेबिलिटी के बारे में लिख रहे हैं। तो कोई सेपरेट फॉर्मेट नहीं है। लेटर ऑफ इंटेंट आपका पर्सनल डॉक्यूमेंट है, आप इंफॉर्मेशन लिख रहे हैं अपने चाइल्ड के बारे में। तो जहाँ जैसे चेंजेस हैं, ऑटिज्म के लिए सिर्फ चेंज इतना आएगा, मे बी सर्टेन सेक्शन होगा वहां पे चेंजेस होंगे, सेरेब्रल पैल्सी के लिए सर्टेन सेक्शंस होगा वहां पे चेंजेस होंगे। ओके, तो उतना सेक्शन है, वो आप खुद भी चेंज कर सकते हैं। मैंने टेम्पलेट वर्ड फॉर्मेट में बनाया है, तो आप चाहें तो सेक्शन को चेंज कर सकते हैं या उसको हटा सकते हैं, अगर वो आपके लिए रेलेवेंट ना हो वो आप कर सकते हैं। बट ऐसा कोई अलग अलग टेम्पलेट नहीं होता है अलग अलग डिसेबिलिटी के लिए। लेटर ऑफ इंटेंट एक लेटर ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन है, ठीक है। आप अगले गार्डियन को कुछ इंस्ट्रक्शन दे रहे हैं, तो वो अपने हिसाब से आप उसको चेंज कर सकते हैं, जैसा आपकी चाइल्ड की डिसेबिलिटी है उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप लिख सकते हैं। सेक्शन यही रहते हैं, 3 हेडिंग्स में हमने इसमें डिवाइड किया है। जो 3 मॉड्यूल हैं उनको 3 हेडिंग में डिवाइड किया है। पहला आपका पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन है, सेकंड प्रोफेशनल मेडिकल इंफॉर्मेशन है, थर्ड प्रोफेशनल इंफॉर्मेशन है। तो इस तरह से हमने 3 हेडिंग में डिवाइड किया है। आप उसको और डिटेल में जाना चाहते हैं लिख सकते हैं, बट कोई सेपरेट लेटर ऑफ इंटेंट नहीं है ऑटिज्म के लिए या सबके लिए टेम्पलेट एक यही बनता है। इसमें जहां कुछ आपको लगे कि जैसे पूछा है कि अपनी चाइल्ड की डिसेबिलिटी के बारे में बताओ, तो आप अपनी चाइल्ड की डिसेबिलिटी के बारे में जो भी डिसेबिलिटी है उसको बता सकते हैं।
जी सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू मैम।
Welcome. I think with that last question, we will wrap up here. See you next on 25th. Okay,
Thank
okay.
you. See you
One
on
more
25th.
question. Whenever I'm saying, okay, one more hand raise. Can we take this question again? Mridula,
Okay,
ma'am,
we'll take
you
this.
can. Okay. Yes, Mridula Randi. Okay, Ashok Shah sir again. Okay, you can go ahead. Mridula
Randi, yes.
Randi. Yeah.
Please
No,
unmute and you can
I
ask the
think
question.
I didn't ask actually.
Okay, you raised your hand, so I
Oh,
thought.
sorry,
Okay.
sorry. I'll just discuss.
Okay. 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 Ashok sir, you want to add something? Okay, I think this is by mistake. We'll take a leave from this. And thank you so much,
Yes, we'll
sir.
take a leave
And
now.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.